Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a really long time and so much has happened, but I wanted my comeback video to be something different, but it actually aligned with my 50th birthday. So have my morning coffee. I've just had a 5:15 workout this morning. It was really good, and I just want to show you this view here, and this is why I wanted to do the video here with, a wobbly iPhone, but I really wanted to do the video right here. You got to see it. Have a look at this. Isn't that just incredible? Can you see that sun coming straight through, glistening on the water? How can you not love that? That is so magical. Because I felt such an overwhelming sense of beauty when I saw this morning. So now that I put my bag behind there, what did I learn in the last 50 years of my life? And I can tell you one thing: as you get older, I think your confidence changes. I think you have a completely different perspective of what you did years ago or even decades ago. The one thing I have gained is confidence. And I have a lot more confidence. I don't have any qualms about speaking my mind. I don't care anymore about criticism or critiques or anything like that anymore. I take it all on board, dissect it a little bit. Is there something of value in there that I need to learn from, and just move forward? It's taken me a long time to not take things personally or offense or anything like that. I've been trying to eliminate negatives from my life, from my mind, from my thoughts. It's a constant challenge. It's a constant job, because only you have the power to allow thoughts, emotions, feelings, views, whatever it is that's happening on the outside in this world to come in. And the thing is that people, will have heard me say this before. There's an outer world and an inner world, and the outer world does reflect a lot of how we feel on the inside, because we let a lot of stuff in. We let a lot of negativity in. And I've been learning to keep the negativity out, even if sometimes I just get that really, tightening in the stomach, and I've learned to acknowledge it and deal with it. A lot of the things that I've been learning, it hasn't just been from the hypnotherapy, it's been from a lot of things. It's a lot of factors in life. I think there's a lot of growth. Bob Proctor said that if you're not growing, you're dying or you're dead. That is so true. We're growing all the time. We're changing all the time. We're adapting all the time. And this is part of life. I'm sharing with you photos of what I could get my hands on, because I have not been down to Melbourne for long periods of time, so I could only get a couple of photos. Everything else is pretty much stored away. So the photos that you're seeing are photos of my parents, my family, our friends, what I had on hand. There's black and white photos, and they will be of my grandparents or my mother when she was a child. And I wanted to thank, my parents for this incredible life that they helped me have, because without my mother, I wouldn't be here. Most of all, I'm very privileged. I grew up the first 3 years in a really small village in northern Greece, and I was surrounded by nature, by animals, and of course, an incredible loving family with my grandparents, my uncles and aunties, my parents, my sister, and the local villagers. And it takes a village to raise a child. And I am so grateful that I had that, even if it was just for the first 3 years of my life. So that sunrise is coming over Moreton Island, and it's actually beautiful. So like I say, I want to thank everyone who's been in my life. Every single person who's had some sort of inspiration and influence and little part or big part of my life. And you know who you all are, and I love you so dearly, very deeply. And I'm so grateful to have had you in my life. So this video is just a little glimpse of who I am. And as you know, I'm goofy, I'm stupid, I do ridiculous things. My mum tells me to grow up, and even though I'm 50, I feel more child-like now. And I have I think I'm more inspired by such things as the simplicity of a sunrise, or a bird in flight, or a pelican, whatever it is. There's just something that makes me so happy and grateful to be here. And I think there's a couple of things that you also realise as you get older. You've got to be kinder to yourself, and you need to speak to yourself like you would speak to your best friend, someone that you absolutely love and, respect. Because the truth is, if you spoke to your friends the way you speak to yourself, you wouldn't have any friends. Because we really do tend to be so harsh and very critical to our own inner self, and that's so completely wrong. We need to nourish and honour and respect our own psyche, our spirit and our bodies, because this body is with us this lifetime only, and it's a rental for a short time or a long time, whatever it is. We just need to look after it, and I'm finding that as I get older, the more movement I have, the better I feel. As you know, I am simple, sometimes complex, sometimes confused, and then sometimes things are just so clear in black and white. And as I get older, I do speak my mind. I'm not as afraid of people's reactions anymore. I respect other people's points of view. And let me tell you, I have friends who have different points of view, and we can get into heated debates and stuff, but that doesn't mean that I love them any less. And that comes with age, it comes with experience, it comes with life experience, and it comes with so many other factors. You don't ruin friendships because you have a different point of view. If you had to have friends based on the same point of view that you have, it'd be so boring, because friends are there to make you grow. They're there to challenge you. They're there to show you other perspectives. And that's what friendship is. And you love and respect each other regardless of your differences. That's what I've learned hitting 50, is there's no greater gift than love. And there's no greater gift that you can give to yourself that is love and gratitude. So with that, my beautiful, darling human beings, spiritual beings, I absolutely love you. I'm so grateful that you've watched this video. And yes, this is just a little bit about where I've come from. So thank you so much. I love you. Have a fantastic week. Love you. Mwah.
Come in. Hi everybody, this is Sue. You can talk to her.
You must be the birthday girl. Yes, I'm Sue.
How are you?
And I'm not cat crashing.
But you're welcome.
Your husband contacted us a couple of weeks ago. I work for the Fred Hollows Foundation. John told me that you have everything that you need. So what he wanted to do, I'm sorry, this is very emotional for me too. He said, what I'd like to do is help 2,000 people have their sight restored. And that's exactly what he's done. So he asked me to come tonight and present you with this framed photo of people who are having their sight restored. As a birthday present, 2,000 people, men, women and children, their families, their carers, their communities will be able to see as a result of you turning 50. No, thank you. Happy birthday.
I actually realised I didn't really mention my dad so much, and it was almost like he's an afterthought, and that is so untrue because my dad has always been my hero and still continues to be my hero even though he's no longer with us. So my mum and dad have been two of the greatest influences in my life, as well as my husband, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. And I don't know if you know this, but I've never met them. My mother-in-law, John's mum, died the day he was born. She actually died giving birth to him. And my father-in-law had passed away years before I even met my husband. So I never knew them, but I sort of do know them through my husband, through the photos, through some stories that I've heard about them. They were incredible people, and they have somehow influenced my life in the last 20 years as well. So I'm grateful to all the people in my life, whether they're living or they're not here no longer with us. So that's what I just wanted to reiterate, was that I actually realized, I said if it wasn't for my mother I wouldn't be here, and I actually realized, I'm like, oh my god, that just sounds so rude, because without my mum and dad I wouldn't be here. So thank you, mum and dad. And some other things, like people have in the last couple of days, and I know this is a week after my birthday, I know that some people have asked me some things like, how do you feel? And I said, absolutely no different. And I think age is seriously just a number. I feel like I have come into, I guess, the rhythm of life in my late 40s. I feel better about not just myself, about everything around me. And that's why I said earlier before, I said, you know, we're influenced by the external world and the current events that are happening in the world, and we do tend to get caught up with that. And people say to me, like my sisters always ask me, why aren't I watching the news? And I said to her, I've always said this is my standard comment. I do not want to go to bed with a stomach ulcer, because that's what I felt like I was going to bed with in my previous, 40 years of life. And it wasn't until I actually stopped watching the news, stopped watching the current affairs, and started realizing that I actually myself cannot change every aspect or negative in this world. I can only change the way I actually think and feel about it. And once I grasped that idea, that concept, and started practicing it, everything changed. I sleep a lot better. I feel a lot better. I have more faith in people, and I don't, and it's very Pollyanna, and it's very naive, and I guess it's very silly, but I still believe there is good in everyone. And you may not agree with that, and that's okay. That is your belief. That is your right to have that point of view because of your current circumstances, your experiences, and probably most likely the place or the country that you live in. It just depends on what's happening around you. So I get that. I do get that. But we're not inherently evil. We're not inherently bad, I think. I think we just are a product of our environment, and unless we're very conscious about it, it's the only time you can make a change. So I'm not here to change the world. I'm not here to change anyone. I'm just here to say, you know what? Life is fucking incredible, and life is what you make it. And life is always, without exception, a reflection of you. And with that, my darlings, I'm telling you now, I absolutely love you. I appreciate you. I'm so very grateful that you have spent the time to listen to my ramblings. Have a great week ahead. See yous. Mwah.